Hey guys, it is Jamesy, and today I have a team deathmatch on Downturn. Yet again, this gameplay is quite old. It's the first day when Call of Duty came out. I do go 35 and 3, I think, and I am using the Type 95 and G36C. I was trying to go for Overkill Pro, and I do get kills with most of my guns. I am using the Predator, Reaper, and AC-130. I don't really get many kills with them because a lot of people were sitting in that big building, so they obviously couldn't get killed by it. And I do get most of the kills with my gun, and I am using the Type 95, so I do get more kills with the Type 95, but I do swap it out a little bit. I weren't primarily using one gun, so yeah. So in my last video I said my next video was going to be my impressions of Modern Warfare 3. I know it's a bit late, but I've just started doing videos again, and I wanted to do this video, to let you guys know what I think about this game, because is it fantastic for me, or is it really not good for me? So I'm going to start with the most annoying thing for me. It's not overly annoying. It's just the thing that I don't know. For me, I'm just going to start with the maps. The maps for me are the number one thing, the most that I don't like about this game. The maps are not terrible. The maps are not unplayable. It's just for me, I don't like the way they're designed. For me, I'm not the biggest rusher. Like for example, now, I'm keeping a distance away from the enemies. I'm taking cover. I'm trying to make my body as small as possible. For them to harder them to kill me. And with these small maps that they've made, it's more difficult than ever in previous Call of Duties. There's not as much. Well, there is cover, but you can't. It's not as good as it was in other previous Call of Duties. Like there isn't many long lines of sight. There's ways to get out with, which is in a good way. That you can get people that camp, and like really, like in previous Call of Duties, like Modern Warfare 2, there were some places where you couldn't get that guy out of. You had to do a lot. You had to throw flashbangs, grenades, and even that was hard in some choke points of the game. And in this game, they have like made that to the point where there isn't really many at all. And this is a game where they try to make it as camp free as possible. They try to make the maps to the point where camping is very limited. You can't really do that as much. Camping never really bothered me as much, to be honest. Obviously, you do get your people who sit in corners, but that's in every, first-person shooter game, and it didn't really bother me as much. But, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, alright, I'll say Black Ops was a bit more, but I think that was because of Ghost and things like that. But I think, comparing this game to Modern Warfare 2, the maps were big, yeah, but I don't think camping was as bad. Like, for example, on Derail, that big middle building, some people, there was two ways to get in. Some people could put claymores at both ends, or there might be two people and they're defending each side, even though, it wasn't the hardest place to get people out of, or not for me, or just don't go there at all. Just don't go to that place at all. And just, use the other parts of the map to find people. But, yeah, so they did try to make that. The maps, for me, are probably the most things I don't like about the game. And I've had to change my playstyle a little bit, but it's not to the point where it's unplayable. I thought Assassin in this game was going to be really annoying the most for me, because in Black Ops, Ghost was probably the most thing I complained about the most. And, Ghost, it was really annoying. It did slow down Black Ops big time, and that's what really made it for me boring, and that's why I probably didn't play that game a lot. Currently my game time on Black Ops is what, 5 days, 15 hours or something like that, almost coming to 6 days. And I didn't play that game much because it was really slow, and Ghost caused the problems of that. And obviously in this game I thought it might have been a bit similar, but Assassin, to be honest, is fine with me. It can be a bit annoying sometimes, like where there's an assassin guy that comes up behind you, but it doesn't really frustrate me as much. I use it myself. To be honest, if you don't use assassin, you can't really do as well. You can, but you can't. It depends if the other team's using UAVs, or support kill streaks, where they keep getting UAVs or advanced UAVs and this and that. So assassin's not really a big problem for me. And some people don't like the Type 95, which is, yeah, it is a really strong gun. And it is a bit frustrating sometimes, when there's a guy that just keeps killing you with the gun. But in this video you do see it's a very superior gun in the assault rifle class. But maybe they should tone it down a bit, but it's not to the point where it's unplayable. There was a few things like in other Call of Duties, there's things that are just unplayable. You found it every time you go in a game. But for me, gun balance, it's not the best game for gun balance, not best ever Call of Duty for gun balance. I thought Black Ops did get that right. But you know, I think the guns don't really bother me as much. You die instantly in this game, so it's not really as a problem. The good things I do like about this game, I do like the way the kill streaks are set up, like the support, the assault, and the specialist. I think the specialist was a really good idea. You know, I do run it occasionally. I don't really go for MOABs to be honest, but I ain't even got a MOAB to be honest. I don't really haven't played the game enough to try and go for a MOAB. I did almost get one. I think I was 4 kills away or something like that. But yeah, I think the way the kill streaks are set up, I think they're really good. You know, the specialist and all that. I think that's really good and brilliant. And I think, to be honest, I don't really play this game as much anymore. Like, my current game time is not even 2 days. It's 1 day and 15 hours. So to be honest, not much at all. I'm still first prestige level 74. Haven't played it in a while. Well, I have played it, you know, but not a lot. Like last night, I was getting really frustrated with it because, you know, when I kill someone, I always feel like when there's someone else around that corner, like boom, I kill someone. You know, you're trying to get on a streak or something, and there's always some guy around the corner. So you know that for me that's a little bit frustrating, but you know it's not great game breaking or anything. But then again, I just don't enjoy it as Call of Duty as much anymore. But you know, I still play it now and again. You know, I will still upload it to this channel now and again. But I like to try and get a variety of games. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.